My name's Kieran Chilcott and I'm the CEO at Kalwun Development Corporation. We're the Aboriginal community-controlled organisation here on the Gold Coast. We've had an amazing past 12 months across the entire organisation. We've been able to continue to service record amounts of people within our clinics, our child, youth and family services, our aged care facilities, and also having the tourists and visitors come through our cultural service. For us this year, we've been able to celebrate some significant milestones with the 30-year anniversary of the incorporation of the organisation, and it was an opportunity for us to celebrate at a gala with our community and bringing a whole range of people together, including those who were first involved in the setup of the organisation, and an opportunity to celebrate them and the people who came before them, our ancestors, and what it's all about. And it really sort of was an opportunity for us to, I guess, reset the vision and refocus on what we've achieved, but then also where we can go. And the celebration was amazing. We also had an opportunity to refresh our brand over the past 12 months, and that's resulted in a new corporate logo, so respecting what the lyrebird has been, but also incorporating local elements of our community in which we serve and being able to really honour the landscape in the place in which we operate. The past 12 months also has brought about some challenges for us. We also had the cyclone, where our staff were able to be nimble and flexible and pivot and respond to the presenting need, and that included the shutdown of some of our sites for a longer period than expected, but we continued service delivery to our people who were most vulnerable within community, and we were able to continue to ensure that people had access to the care and support that they needed during that period. We've had the opportunity also to ramp up our event schedule over the past 12 months, which is something that I'm particularly proud of, given that it has been as a result of community feedback. Post the pandemic, there was this need and desire for us to bring people together within the community, and through the employment of an events coordinator, we've been able to actually leverage off what each of our business units do and engage all of our clients, patients, consumers, visitors of our services to be able to provide events for them to come together and celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture, to celebrate what we are all about as Aboriginal people here in southeast Queensland. We celebrated probably one of the most significant milestones for us in terms of a record-breaking contract. We were able to secure $32 million through the state government to build 2 new health facilities in the northern Gold Coast and at Robina on the southern Gold Coast, for us to be able to cater to the growing population that we have here in southeast Queensland, and specifically on the Gold Coast. And so what that has enabled us to do is we've purchased 2 blocks of land in the north and the south and started the process to be able to bring those clinics to life. And that'll enable us to be able to meet the growing population and ensure that those who have been accessing our services for long periods of time have timely access to care.
So my name's Dennis Bothma. I am the Chief Operating Officer at Kalwun. I oversee and lead the team in the corporate support services area to basically lead out effective operations and really critical operations across the company to support the teams to do what they do best. Those teams include finance, human resources, the team that looks after our physical and technological infrastructure, and it also includes our housing program, which supports over 150 tenants. Some of our key achievements during the year included the re-accreditation of some of the key business areas, which is cyclical in nature. So our health and wellbeing services was re-accredited through the AGPAL standards. The child, youth and family services were re-accredited for the human services quality framework. And then generally speaking, the company as a whole is covered by the ISO 9001 quality standard. That enables us to deliver ongoing quality care towards the community. And then one of the other ones that I always come back to, and it's a staple of the corporate support area, is the housing program. And through that program, we actually support 45 households across the Gold Coast, and that's to just alleviate the housing stress that we're also heavily feeling at the moment. So that's a really good achievement. I think some of the goals ahead will definitely include just a continual focus on our quality and safety systems to continue to deliver quality care. Other areas will definitely feature technology. There's so much going on in the space that we need to really embrace technology, but also stay safe as we move forward and really just continue to support the teams that are doing all the hard work on the ground.
My name is Tracy Castle and I have the great pleasure of being the General Manager of the Kalwun Health and Wellbeing Services. We've been focusing on providing high quality, culturally appropriate healthcare for all of the community, all of the mob across the Gold Coast. Our clinics stretch from Miami in the middle to Balinga in the south and Coomera on the north of the Gold Coast. Across the 3 clinics we offer a whole range of programs. These include specific men's programs, women's programs, elders programs. We're about to launch into youth programs as well. I look back over the last 12 months and there's many highlights that I'm incredibly proud of. From the continued growth of our men's and women's programs, where across the year they've taken part in activities that develop their cultural identity and increase their sense of belonging. One of the areas that's particularly passionate and connects with community comes from the social emotional wellbeing team. Something very important is the line between walking beside somebody and actually doing it for them. And that varies from person to person. So it's that sense of supporting somebody until they are strong enough to support themselves. There's 2 really significant activities that were undertaken by the Kalwun Women's Group this year. One of them was the Wellness Walk. The walk itself was an initiative to get the ladies out and about and moving and incorporating the healthy lifestyle with some education opportunities as well. The second activity that was very significant and very powerful and moving that the Women's Group undertook was a day trip to the State Library. And for those of you who have been up to the State Library, you will see that there's a fantastic selection of resources, historical resources that support you to trace your family history. That was an exceptional outing and the feedback has been unanimously positive that the ladies they loved it so much, now the men want to do it. We're looking forward to the expansion across the clinics. It's again very exciting to think that we're able to provide an opportunity to meet the demand of community. Our books are full and we're ready to take more clients on that health journey with us. So having the opportunity to have additional clinics to provide that service also has another positive impact because it means that we can now provide additional employment opportunities and internal growth opportunities for both our new staff coming in and the existing staff. So if I could say one thing to the whole team across all 3 services and the supporting programs as well, keep doing what you do. Please know that the great work you do seamlessly is noticed and is valued.
I'm Troy and I lead the team here at Senior Services here at Benogan. Over the last year we've really focused on wellbeing, independence and connection for our community and seniors and flexible aged care pathways to help people get connected with home services and community services. Always focusing on culture first, connection, making sure people feel valued within community and from our services. I think the highlights for this year was definitely our response to Tropical Cyclone Alfred. The team rallied together to help with preparations before the cyclone and then support with 400 hours of service when people were also affected themselves with their own homes. During that time we managed to get out 900 meals to clients once they had power restored, and 50 referrals went on to recovery grants and hardship grants through the local city council. So not just in the cyclone, I think in-home people on the daily provide emotional and social support for people at end of life, which is a tricky space to work in. And so people are able to empathise and just be someone to listen during those moments. And I think we've heard timeless examples of how our team do that well and support families and carers. Another big highlight for this year has been the Gilligal Cruising with Culture. We had our flexible aged care clients attend on Wavebreak Island and have a yarning circle on the beach. It was a great way to show the diversity of services and what's available locally, not just in-home services for our aged care clients. This year we launched our Coomera Wellness Centre, a space up in the Upper Coomera Community Centre. The great thing about that space is there's a pool, so some of the clients do aqua aerobics in the morning and then join the group for cultural activities and yarns, as well as cards and bingo, which are always a hit, and that's extended on from our Benogan Wellness Centre down here and the success of that program. In the year ahead, we want to continue focusing on culturally safe and practical support for in-home and group programs here on the Gold Coast and into Tweed Heads. The other area we want to focus on is the aged care reforms and making sure that people continue to get what they need under support at home and there's no person disadvantaged under the changes that are coming through. And just making sure that people continue to remain connected, valued and supported through Kalwun Senior Services.
My name is Vanessa Summers and I'm the General Manager of Child, Youth and Family Services. Our focus for this year has been ensuring that we are strengthening the connection of our Jarjums and families and community with culture and empowering them to ensure that they understand their rights and their place within community and their responsibilities for our future generations. The highlights for this year have been similar to the ones we've had previously, which is all about ensuring that we can engage our families and the community in activities that we hold and celebrating everything that they do and that Kalwun does overall and having culture at the forefront of it. When I think about good news stories, I really can't isolate it to one. So many come to mind, which is really shows the work that our team does with our families, but also shows the strength of our families because of their willingness to engage and recognise that the change that they're seeking is in the best interest of their children and for them in their future. So when I look at good news stories, we have so many across the board in all our programs, such as domestic and family violence, the delegated authority, which is the new space that we're in for the Empowered and Connected Families program, and then our foster care program, which always has such heartening stories because the children are already unfortunately disadvantaged for being in care, but then when we can make sure that they're connected with family and in care with family, that's such a huge achievement in itself. My hopes for the next year for the Child, Youth and Family Services is improving the life skills of our families that we work with and ensuring that the connection to culture remains the strength of what we do and deliver, because it's that holistic approach that supports our families to become better and achieve better outcomes for themselves. And again, once you have families achieving better, it's like a full cycle. It goes round. It's better for the Jarjums, it's then better for teachers them, they become better role models, they contribute more to community, and then they become role models in community as well. So it's about ensuring that that holistic approach that we take empowers them and that there's growth regardless of how big or small that is.
Over the past year, Gilligal has continued to flourish as the cultural heart for our region. We're offering guided walking tours, educational programs and cultural mentoring. Some of the key highlights for us at Gilligal this year, on top of our increased booking numbers and the amount of people coming through our centres, includes the introduction of the Cruise with Culture. So that's the 2.5-hour cruise that we do through the Gold Coast Broadwater. That's been able to ensure that we're able to offer a different experience for visitors of the region, for tourists, for those who live locally, whilst also respecting and honouring the local Yugambeh language speaking people. This year we also proudly sponsored the Kalwun Wildlife Foundation Gala, which was held down at Kalwun Wildlife Sanctuary's homestead. And that for us was an opportunity to really sort of give back to nature and respect where we are as an organisation and the partnership that we've had with Kalwun Wildlife Sanctuary. Another big highlight for us is the fact that we've now got 8 new local Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists who are selling their work through Gilligal Aboriginal Cultural Centre. So we've been able to really sort of dig into community and get more diversity in the products that we're offering, but also offering the opportunity for new and emerging artists to be able to sell their art within an Aboriginal Cultural Centre. I think that's, for us, is a really proud moment, but also for them, a real opportunity to provide a platform for them to be able to springboard into whatever direction they want. One story that really stands out for me over the past 12 months is our achievements within our Jarjum's early learning program. We've been able to engage children from 36 local kindergarten and daycare services, and we've delivered 288 sessions on culture, language and practice. For us, that's really special because it's an opportunity for us to really bring this next generation on the ride with us and to be able to see the achievements that are occurring there, and the families who access our services post a visit has also been a really good moment for us, because it really truly shows that there is genuine interest not only from the children and the young people who are having the opportunity to learn culture, but from their parents who are also becoming, friends of Jellicle Aboriginal Culture Centre, and they come in and they book a tour, and their children are really sort of being able to unpack a lot of the education that people in generations before us didn't have the opportunity to learn. A really positive outcome over the past 12 months has been our strategic membership with Discover Aboriginal Experiences, which is a brand of Tourism Australia. And this it enables us to really showcase Jellicle's cultural experiences to a global audience and reinforce our role as leader in Aboriginal tourism. And to be able to do that here on the Gold Coast, where traditionally the tourists around the world only see the red centre and see kangaroos bouncing around. We've got the amazing landscape of the Gold Coast, we've got the storylines that come here, we've got Talabudger Creek, we've got Jellicle Dreaming Mountain. So looking ahead, our priorities to continue expanding cultural experiences and engagement, growing relationships with our local Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists, and increasing access for visitors to learn about our history, to learn about our culture, and to be able to share that message with those who are around them. We aim to build on our Cruise with Culture program and strengthen our relationship with Tourism Australia and other key stakeholders, whether it's in this region or outside of the region. I think the ultimate aim for us is to really be able to put Jellicle Aboriginal Cultural Centre on the world map and create a movement which is about an opportunity for us here to specifically have one of the world's leading destinations. And I think it's ambitious, but it's achievable because we know from what we've been able to do over the past 12 months, I think anything's really possible moving forward. I want to thank our community, elders, partners, and every member of the Kalwun team for their hard work and commitment. Everything we achieve comes from walking together with respect and purpose. As we move forward, we'll keep building on that strong foundation, honouring our culture, supporting our people, and celebrating the incredible spirit that makes Kalwun who we are.